Alright, so this video I'm just putting out just one of my fitness plans. Just kind of give people an overall idea of what I've been doing to actually lose weight. This isn't exactly where I started. I honestly started with a little bit simpler, easier material because I didn't know as much. But the more I learned about fitness and the more I changed my routine, the more results I started to achieve. The more strength I gained, the more fat I started to burn, and at the same time, I've been losing minimal muscle while I've been doing it. So I virtually lose no muscle at all. I burn fats and I gain strength at the same time. And some cases I can build strength, except for now that I'm carb cycling, I don't really like gain any muscle like I was doing. I'm just mainly leaning and gaining strength and burning the fats. So the way that I rotate my workouts, at first, when I first lost my first 20 pounds, I was only going to the gym for 30 minutes. And I was focusing on one specific muscle group. And what I learned is especially if I don't want to burn muscle, it's best to just focus on one muscle group at a time for 30 minutes. And at the same time, I really, really don't have to focus too hard on cardio like I was doing. After a while, it started hurting my knees to do that, but I learned how to get around that, and my knees are good now too. But I just don't do too much cardio, and I still burn fats easy. But basically, at this point, you kind of see this is what I actually do for abs and how I start out my workouts. As you read it. Monday, I group 2 muscle groups together, chest and biceps. Tuesday, I group another muscle group together. You can pause the video. I'm not gonna leave it rolling too long. But yeah, legs and back. Wednesday, got triceps and shoulders. I don't. Why did I do that? Oh, I didn't put the label on top of it. That's what happened. Thursday, I put chest and biceps together. Friday, legs and back. Sometimes I do change it up. I don't strictly go to my list. Sometimes I just change it based on how I'm feeling, or if I just want to do something different, I'll add to it. Sometimes I'll make the workouts weighted and just kind of improvise because I am getting stronger. But yes, sometimes you do want to actually do that because it makes your workout even better. You kind of want to change the way you work out every so often so you don't hit a plateau. And at the same time, you kind of want to push yourself harder each time if you can do it. Especially if you're building strength, you want to try to push yourself to a point where you fail. Which is what I typically try to do. I try to go for the heaviest thing I can do. Not the heaviest, but more like 50 to 70%. And then towards the end, I'll probably go to heaviest. Or maybe before I leave the gym, I'll hit the heaviest one. But this is really all I've been doing as far as the fitness goes. And overall, I dropped from 200, and at this point in time, I am back at 157. As far as my strength goes, like, I believe let me see, where was I at bench? My bench dropped all the way back down to 145. I got back to 225, and I can now bench 235. If I do bicep curls with the dumbbells, I can. I was always hovering around the 30, 40s at my heaviest. Actually, I wouldn't say at the heaviest. I would say I could barely do 50. But now I can comfortably do 40. I'll do like 30s for a little bit, but I'll hover around the 40, and I can easily curl 70s now if I wanted to, but I like to stay in a 50 to 70% range so I can actually do more reps. And then like tricep pulls, I was at about 50. I can do it at 85 now. Deadlifts, I believe I was at 90, and I bumped that up to 180. But yeah, I'm just kind of just showing where the strength improvement is coming in ever since I started kind of rotating everything out like I'm doing now. And this is why I've been carb cycling at the same time. And taking, well, at the same time, it has to do with I think it has to do with my new protein shake too. My new ever since I took that new protein formula, I've had significantly better results. Like, the results were much slower when I was using the, what was it? Well, it doesn't matter. I use WaveTech Pro now. But, yeah, this is basically just all I'm doing as far as fitness. It will probably change from time to time. And eventually, I think I will try to do something different as far as business with that too. But for those who are close to me, why not? You guys get it. This is easily what I'm doing. Carb cycling. You can look it up on YouTube. It's if you're just trying to lose weight, low carbs most days. On your rest days, which is like 1 or 2 days out of the week, eat your fill in carbs, and then just cycle it out eating minimal carbs throughout the week, like oatmeal or something in the morning. And if you're trying to grow muscle, which is the next step, I would eat more carbs and then, well, eat high carbs and high proteins, and, well, take your proteins too when you're on low carb. No matter what, you want to have all your proteins no matter what you're doing. But yeah, when you're building muscle, high carbs, and then on your rest days, low carbs. Or like a high, medium, low. That's kind of, yeah, that's what I learned about that one. You don't want to like overkill it with the carbs, because you can gain fats by staying in a caloric deficit for too long and not having a certain amount of control, I should say. But I will probably make a separate video about these two as well. So yeah, that's basically explains what I've been doing as far as fitness goes. A little bit over 40 pounds lost at this point in time. A little bit past January 2019. Let's get it.